He can't be killed. Jeez. The fact that this wasn't voice acted. Oh, and he turned into a dragoon. Nuked him. You're assuming anyone's talking. He's got dark energies now.
Boring. Boring. Boring.
Dory, are you okay? Oh, that's good.
Intervention! Just a bite.
I had to throw in. I had to do it. I had to find the old Dory image. Oh man, my background's messed up. I had to find the old Finding Nemo meme. I had to put it in there. I had to. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, whenever you're sitting down to watch the episode, this episode of the Caffeinated Dad live gaming stream. I have no idea what the hell I'm saying. I'm so distracted trying to do like 7 different things. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys have had a great week. We got some fun lined up tonight. We're going to start chipping away at 5.2. That is the goal. Yeah, we got a lot going on. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got a lot of fun shenanigans. Hopefully we'll get through a good chunk of it tonight. And the mods won't have to go crazy. Hopefully, we'll see. Can I just need a GD background. Holy crap. Can I just have something? Because I gotta add it. Look how barren this is. Look at the background. It's so terrible. Who's designing this stream? Good God. All right, let's create an image. Let's go ahead and pick that image. And we'll just, you know what? We're all going to Mount Glug. There you go. Here. Look, everyone go to Mount Glug. Mount Gulag. We're gonna move that to the back though. Oh, wait. Scoot. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Do. Mount Glug. There we go. Anyway, starting the stream again. Caffeinated Void Sign. Good morning, afternoon, noon, and evening. It is Friday. That means that we are here for another Final Fantasy stream. We got a lot of Mount Gulag. It's like the worst pixelated image. I could have picked any of them, and I was just like, download. Yeah, I wasn't going to deal with it. We are, I was really going to, got some facial hair. Yep. So let me put it this way. Regardless, on Monday, I'm shaving something. God, I should have thought about that before I said it, but I still stand by it. I gotta shave, like at least some point of this. If we hit our mark, you know what? I think even regardless, on Monday, I'm doing the mustache. I did not work this long and like just suffer this long to not do the mustache. Will it be streamed? Oh, absolutely, yeah. Regardless if we hit the head goal or the goal above me, like I'm doing it. I'm very mature. Can't stream that one. With the facial hair we can go. And there goes YouTube. YouTube hates me anyway. It's fine. That's just, yeah, like every time that I show a clip, I try to put something together for you guys, and I'm like, oh, this would be a lot of fun. YouTube like appears out of the woodworks and like either demonetizes the stream or they completely remove it and say you can't put that on there. It is ridiculous how like stringent they are. You guys remember when we were, I think it was right before the end, Qatar, thank you for the gift of memberships. You guys got the mugs, go ahead and throw them up. If you guys remember, I did that one where the mods it was the Undertaker meme. It was the Undertaker meme where the mods were like watching over anytime someone had a spoiler, and I was like, that would be funny. That got, the second that I turned that stream off, it got completely removed from YouTube. You could not have that on there with that clip on it. It was so quick how they shut that down. Oh, and then Blue, not to be outdone, right there. All the new caffeinated members, go ahead and put that in. That's 60 right there. I do add those to the goal, by the way. I do add those to the goal, so don't get that twisted. I just have to do it secondary. What is even YouTube? I don't know. I've had a great week. I've had a very busy week. We've been doing a lot of stuff with work. There's been a lot of positive things that have been happening, which I'm very happy of. I think you guys were right. And I have to say my wife was very much right. She was like, I think you would be a good manager. And I've gotten feedback recently that I'm one of my team members' best manager that they've ever had thus far. And I'm like, well, chill. It's only been like 2 months. We're essentially still within like the first. I didn't tell him this. So I was like, we're still in the first date period. You can't make those judgment calls that quickly. But it was high praise. And that was something positive for me. What else? Oh, so I'm notorious, and this is a little personal story about me. I'm notorious for only using the things that I actually need. And as long as they have a functional use, I'm not very much on, like, here's this nice pair of, this nice, I don't know, suit or a nice pair of shoes that I only wear on nice occasions. I have a pair of sneakers. You shall be bald, sir. All right, there's, what's that, 60, 70 right there. You know what? I'll add it on there just so that we can. So I'm notorious for wearing things out until the very end, like shoes, shirts, underwear, everything. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that I get the most use out of it. I do that. So in turn, my shoes were in need. They had holes in them. They were sneakers, but they were fine. And like, I had no problem with them. My wife had many problems with them. She was like, you really gotta fix that. So very lovingly, she went out and got me a new pair of shoes. Got some Kohl's shoes. If you guys know anything about Kohl's, they do a really good job, with the Kohl's cash. 1317, save changes. There we go. And we save it. Ooh, wait, save it live. All right, there you go. Mugs for everyone. Everyone's got the mugs. So she got me a pair of shoes, and I asked her to get some weightlifting shoes. I like the training shoes. They have like a little, nice little bit. Well, the training shoes that she got have like 1.5 inches, like that much of, what do you call it? Like, lift. Now, I'm not a very tall guy. I'm like slightly below average. I think I like on a good day, I'm at like 5'7", maybe 5'8". I'm not a very tall guy. I never claimed to be a tall guy. Definitely picked last in basketball. Never wasn't even allowed to be on the court. Honestly, that's where I was at. She got me these shoes that are 1.5 inches, and it was like a whole new world was opened up for me. I was like, is this how the average man walks? Like, I'm like looking at like, and we're about equal height. I'm a little bit taller than my wife, but we're about equal height. And then I'm like looming over her, and I was like, well, hey there, little lady. Right? She goes, oh my God, you cannot do this all day. All day. That's all I was doing, because she works from home on Fridays. So I'm like following her around, and I'm like, hey, little sweet thing. Like, she was like, you gotta stop. You cannot talk to me that way just because you're slightly taller. Oh, I was a pain in the ass. Aggie, welcome in. Light roast, if you got the Cubs, go ahead and toss them up. It was hilarious. So, my youngest daughter had gymnastics, and so I took her to the gymnastics class, and they have a basketball court that's kind of like adjacent to it. So, the other two and I went and played basketball, and we were just shooting the hoops. There's like nobody there because it's kind of towards the end of the day on a Friday. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like I'm suddenly good at basketball. And I'm like doing all these things. And I was like, is this how tall people enjoy their lives? This is a whole new world for me. Like, have I been, I'll be honest with you, I'm about 30 years old. Like, do I have suffered this long without knowing this precipice of height? It was absurd. And then I took my shoes off right before the stream. And I was like, God, the world is it's so tall around me. I feel so short. Your wife said she's the one that got you the shoes. She can't be. Listen, I'm not responsible for what happens. I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna lure these shoes as often as I can. Like, and truth be told, like when we go out to like fancy places, like if we like a wedding or something like that, we get invited to. And she wears heels. I have to like kind of double stack my nice shoes so that we're at least still equal height, because it looks like I'm just like an average Midlander talking to a femro. Like, come on, babe, we gotta go. And like my hands like way up there. Short kings unite. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I thought that was funny. There's no like joke or anything about that aside from that maybe I'm short and I have like I was given just an ounce of power and I took way too much of it out. Anyway, we are here. Oh hey, it's still going. There we go. You know how to feel start on a new llama fell all the chatter heads that tempted me to make. Sounds like something I would do to my significant other. Glad you could experience close to how I feel on a daily basis running your head in cabinets. Wouldn't know what that's like. Galactic here representing. Yeah, he's slapping me. He's like, why aren't we moving? I know. Yeah, so my video came out yesterday. It hasn't gone viral. I don't know necessarily if it was going to go viral. I'm still giving it some time. But that was a fun... I enjoyed doing the video. Let me put it this way. I enjoyed the journey. I enjoy having the experience in the process, even if it wasn't necessarily the results that I was hoping for. But having given that kind of mentality, I feel like with this video, I was a lot less stressed instead of trying to push content out all over the time. I don't know. Like that was one thing that I've struggled with as a content creator, is the constant need to get on the treadmill and keep going. When I worked on this video, it was a breeze. I had fun, again, editing this video and putting it all together. So that's something I'm keeping in mind. But, oh, all the events are rolling through now. Okay, it only took them 20 minutes. So we are at the beginning of 5.2. We went ahead and, of course, we finished 5.1. We saw the Chais essentially basically ascend to the leadership of Yulmore. We helped them get there. Then we got to see meet up with the Stinian. We had a caffeine flashback with him. We got to see him fight Gaius, or him and Gaius fight Xenos, and basically Xenos is bored with us. Then we saw the Warrior of the Warrior of Light from the first, or Ardbert. But he's like, no, we can't do this. This is, this is a problem. So that's great. Throw a monkey wrench right there at the end. It was crazy. Like, there was so much going on. Good evening, Seneca. And also, I do think I saw someone new is here. I'm gonna try it. Nathani, welcome in. I believe that's how I say your name. Please, if I'm saying it wrong, please let me know. I tried to do my best. Maybe don't call it Ascension in Yulmore. Yeah, that's probably a bad luck. We have fun when you have fun. Oh yeah.
We have fun when you have fun.
Gemstones, what's going on? Yeah, it was an intriguing journey, and I actually think I think I'm gonna do it again. Cernix, if you're here, you already know kind of like what the thing is. I will say this: I am getting much shorter in this next one. That's what I'll say. I'm getting much shorter. Also, I do want to give a quick progress update. I'm up to 54, I think. Yeah, 54 Astrologian. I think what my goal is for them is to hit about 70, get through the majority, or have about all of those together, and just go straight through and do all the quests and make a video on it. That's kind of what I'm thinking about. Greetings from Italy. Oh man, well, that's a long distance away. Fantasia? No. No. Wait, you what? All the way from Italy. Well, welcome in. I'm glad to have you. Nithani. Okay. I'm sorry. Nithani. I try my best, but I'm horrible with pronunciation. I'm probably going to ask you again. I'm just going to say that, but I'll do my best to remember that. It's more a play on your real name. Oh, okay. All right. Well, then there you go. Welcome in. Or a ton of EXP. Well, I've been basically only logging in for the what do you call it? The leveling and I do the leveling in the main scenario, and I know I can technically do the alliance raids, but typically lately I haven't had that kind of time. So I'm just trying to make what progress I can. I know I'm gonna be level 80 on my Astrologian well before I get to Endwalker, but I want level 80. But I always. When I did this with Heavensward, I did this with Stormblood, and then I even kind of did this with Shadowbringers, is that it's like the week before, and I'm busting butt as much experience leading up to it as I could, and I feel like it was a lot more stressful, so I'm taking my time with this time. Would be an espresso. For the on 1 year for free to play. Nope, not on one. I actually am on 5.2, so I finished up Shadowbringers. Oh hey, Robon. I'm on espresso shot even. I'm on what's it, 5.2. We finished up with Emmett, our boy Emmett. R.I.P. Shadowman, rest in pepperonis. So we're making good headway. I did part of the Eden raids, but I had to stop. I had a hard stop because I didn't finish 5.3, or they wouldn't even let me. If you've come to inquire after the Archons, fear not. Master Matoya's treatment has proven effective in stabilizing their corporeal ether. Mustn't grow complacent, however. Potent though these magics may be, they are not without their limits. For a whole year? Oh my goodness. That is a long time. Thank you, Nicole, for being here for a whole year. Yeah, actually, this is about it. Yeah. I've been streaming Final Fantasy, I think, for probably the beginning of this month. Probably the beginning of this month is when I really started. Yeah, I think it's been a year, yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Though these magics may be, they are not without their limits. We can only hope they afford us enough time for the Crystal Exarch to finish his work. I did not even post this damn stream anywhere. I am the worst when it comes to promoting my own content. And I think you guys have noticed this. You guys have definitely seen this for like the longest time. Like every time that I go and, you know, like, oh, hey, you know, like I'm streaming, I'm doing something. I tell no one. Like I'm so I can't blame you, Chloe. I see you. I can't blame you at all. At everyone. Spam the message for part of the Discord. Incoming. There we go. We know. Yeah, I know. I don't know. It's more so it's like I have fun doing this and I have fun like talking and doing all that, but I'm just like, oh man, you know, the nights that I don't stream, I'm like, you know, like, what do I even do with myself? How do I promote myself? I don't know. It's dinner time. There you go. My bad. My bad. That's on me. That's on me. Raptor, thank you. Thank you. It's been fun. It's been fun. I've actually been thinking about like other things that I can do.
Hello there.
That I may want to do. Toad Wizard, thank you for grabbing a cup. If you guys got them, toss them up. Like I really do want to get back and finish 16. I still have 16. I haven't gotten all the way through 16, and I wanna finish that. Oh, Maxima. Alrighty. Our boy Maxima's back after dealing with that absolute asshat. Asahi. Wasn't his name Asahi? Yeah, I think it was Asahi. I remember making his name analgesic. No, not analgesic. What's that? Very similar to the word asshat. Yeah, Asahi. Yeah. Did not like that guy. At this time, right? Oh, yeah, technically Monday. Monday and Friday. Like the beer. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Former Garlean ambassador, I remain here in Eorzea under the auspice of Commander Aldin, offering what counsel I can in hopes of resolving the present conflict within the Empire. You said you have urgent news. Yeah. Stream 16. It would have to be, I think if I did it, it would have to be an additional day. And that was something that I may end up doing. Like, I think April is going to be very busy. But I'm thinking after I do this challenge, because this ends on, what's it, Monday, I think I may end up trying to do, like, extra streams. Because I owe you guys at least one. But do extra streams during the month of May. Like, maybe do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's what I was thinking. The main host of the Alliance has withdrawn, leaving the Alamegan resistance to keep watch over the border. Who claims that this de-escalation may belie growing dangers and unforeseen threats. Not unreasonable. He's also requested a representative of the Scions to attend as well, though it was clear of whom he wished to extend to this invitation. I'm not as well versed in the affairs of city-states as her comrades. I see no reason to burden a single Scion with all this. Okay, that's fair. Step on me's loser, brother. Yes. That jerk. Oh, our girl Tataru. Last day to donate is on Monday. And regardless, on Monday, I'm doing the beard. I have to do the beard. I've already told my wife, and I was like, I know that you don't like Where the hell is it? Garabana. I already told her, I was like, I know that you're not necessarily the biggest fan of doing like the mustache. And I'm like, I told her on Monday, I was like, I have to, like, cause it's way too fuzzy. I'll do the rest. Like, I gotta let it grow in and kind of do its thing, you know? But I was like, I gotta, I have to do it on Monday, and I'll do it on stream. I have no problem watching, like, you guys get all these good spots, you know? Oh, right here. We're like bowling his head with a cut. Haha. Alrighty. We get to go talk to our boy Raubon, the raging bull, the bull of Alamigo. Sas Dweebus. Oh, those are Gaius' boys, it looks like. And Gaius himself, okay. Huh.
They're here, Commander.
Oh, voice acting. I'll turn it up. Because he needed it.
And I, for one, am grateful that they are. Told you've been busy since our paths last crossed at the Gimlet Dark.
We're his left-hand man, you know? I can't place this. He's...
Not that I understand half of it. When the science spoke of other worlds, I'd struggled to describe what I pictured.
Yeah.
Mayhap things would seem clearer were I to hear the tale from your own lips. But I'm afraid the situation will not afford us that luxury.
Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of like our place, except it's bright as hell.
I trust you two require no introduction.
We meet again, hero of Eorzea.
Yeah, we're still nursing that wound after I whooped your ass.
Must we repeat this ridiculous display? I pose no threat to you, though what I come to warn you of very well might.
This is early 5.2. We were just getting a flashback in the city. Yeah, so this, I finished 5.1 because I forgot. I always forget how juicy the 0.1 content patches are. So this is 5.2. Okay, voice acting's a bit blaring. Yeah, I have it at max. So, well, that's why. There you go. You gonna run them through? How very glib.
Had he meant to do us harm, I hazard he would have kept to the shadows and brought more than 2 companions.
Yeah, technically he saved Alfie.
We need not pretend to be the best of friends, but I hope we can put aside our differences for the present.
All right, we'll hear him. We'll hear what he has to say.
As you are doubtless aware, Sir Estinian and I cooperated to rid the world of Black Rose in your absence.
Giant robot tried to kill us.
Our journey together took us as far as the Imperial Palace, where we witnessed Emperor Varus meet his death at Xenos' hand. Being the sole witnesses to this crime, and in no position to defend our innocence, we were then forced to flee, each pursuing his own avenue of escape. When we were later reunited, Estinian claimed to have encountered an unfamiliar kind of machina during his flight, but to me his description seemed anything but, and upon further investigation I found that I was right.
Yeah, it had a half-body growing out the back.
The Empire is developing a new Ultima Weapon.
What, that Allagan monstrosity, created to vanquish primals, with which you yourself once thought to conquer Eorzea?
His brain models the character's own.
The same. In my foolishness, I sought to harness its power, and became the Ascian's pawn in so doing. But you know as well as I how that tale ended. The weapon itself, excavated from beneath this very city, was destroyed ere we could fully unravel its secrets, and that should have been the end of it.
Yep, I personally had a hand in that.
But unlikely as it sounds, the Empire's efforts to recreate it have somehow borne fruit, primarily through secret research conducted by the 7th Imperial Legion, it would seem.
Wait, the 7th was all but annihilated at Cartano, along with its legatus.
No, it wasn't.
Indeed, few survived. The 7th, as it is now, has little in common with the Legion led by Vandarnus, and its leadership has changed hands several times since.
Okay, all right. I was going to ask who was the legatus who led the 7th, but I guess that was Nail Vandarnus. Okay. All right, that makes more sense, because I was trying to... I think the only other legatus that we've really come in contact with was Gaius, which, of course, he's standing right here, and then Regulus, Van Hydrus, if I'm not mistaken. Am I missing any? Did I miss any legions and legatuses that we've encountered before? Correct me if I'm wrong. Hydrus was 6th. Yeah.
Precisely how this project has continued despite such turmoil, and under whose auspices, remains a mystery.
I guess that does make sense. What legion was Xenos?
What we do know, however, is that a number of prototypes have been produced, and that one of them is on its way to Eorzea.
He's the prince. Well, he's now the crown king.
We
Emperor.
attempted to stop it, but it was all we could do to slow its progress, so we resolved instead to bring you warning.
Took over the 14th after Gaius was presumed dead. Oh, okay. Start of 5.0. Okay, all right.
And right glad are we that you did. Though it soundly dashed our hopes that tensions might ease at last.
As it is, we've begun to strengthen our presence in the Gimlet Dark, and are assembling a force to meet the coming threat. A force with you in its vanguard, I hope.
Yep, no sleep,
Before
straight
you say
caffeine.
anything,
Let's go.
I know full well you have pressing concerns of your own. Your comrades remain in peril, and I would not ask you to forsake them. But the fact remains that you, and you alone, have faced the Ultima Weapon, and emerged victorious. We need you. And so, when the time comes, if your comrades can spare you, I bid you lend us your strength. I've assigned an officer to await your word.
Legion, fight me.
The Ascian's downfall was to be the work of my remaining days, but it was my hand that kindled these flames, and I cannot allow them to spread any further. I will do what I must to see this mistake consigned to history once and for all, even if it means begging your aid. The fates will enjoy the irony, even as I endure the ignominy.
Yep. Gaius is cool now, don't get me wrong, but I'm kind of also like...
I too shall make for the border and offer my skills, meager though they seem in such company. Mayhap we shall meet there anon.
His rear leads. Choking on the testosterone. It would be too much if Estinian walked in. And choke.
Though we can ill afford to ignore the coming of a new Ultima Weapon. Our friends' plight grows ever more precarious, and none save you can join them in the first. I only hope you are not forced to make a choice.
Well, I think at that point I'd just be doing it because Alice is there. Our girl Alice. Oh, everyone's in their chairs. Everyone's in their chairs. And some people got kidnapped. I feel like you guys are all disappointed that I took longer in a cutscene than I should have. I'm just saying. Just saying. The way was forward was paved with difficult decisions. Nor the threat of a new Ultima Weapon, but with each passing day, the plight of the Scions grows ever more perilous. If you cannot stay for a debriefing on the honor, I will not stop you. I only ask you to confer with me before returning to the first. Need a popcorn emote. We know you're invested. We've been waiting. Now. Consume booze and have some popcorn. Wait, do what right now? Wait, what is... What? I take it you're ready to return to the first. Then I would ask you to apprise the others of the recent events here at the source, namely Xenos' return and development of a new Ultima Weapon. Oh, trials. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a trial series. MSQ or trial series. Oh, okay. All right. I think I'm going to continue on with 5.2. Here's what I'll do. I'll do 5.2. Yeah, I'm going because I like to keep things in boxes. And I explained this a number of times. I explained this to my wife too. Like for me, and I feel like most men in general, we like our boxes. Like when I'm thinking about something, I want to open this box, think, do what I got to, and then close it up. My wife describes her brain as this continuous, like massive ball of string. And it's like everything's connected, but as you're pulling it out and yeah, compartmentalization. Yeah, I like everything being in its nice box. She's like, well, this is tied to this and this is tied to that. And then this leads to here and this is because of this. I try. I've really tried. I cannot do that. I cannot do that whatsoever. About the body. No, this is a trial series that explains it. Ah, okay. Oh boy, not necessarily a spoiler, but it's like explaining what it is. I call mine my thought web though. Yes. Okay. So the mods have asked, do the trials before the next expansion mods, please. Oh yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah. No. That was on the list of things that Galactic suggested I do. I still have that. I still have God, I almost called it Eureka Boja. I still have the storyline for Boja, which is probably going to be like a week or two of streams anyway. So, yeah, I still have to finish Eden. There's still so much that I have to do. Like, don't worry, we still got time. I can't help my internet. Opal, I appreciate it. Thank you. Want to see what the title screen looks like. Ruby Doomsday. Okay. All right. We'll save that one for later. That's gonna be a later stream. To the Crystarium in the first. Until he does something. When I came back, I had no idea what ones were for which quests. Were for what expansion. I wanted to do one expansion at a time, but I kept picking up. Yeah, that was my only problem with Guild Wars 2. A lot of the times they end up just kind of like pushing you to whatever the most recent content is. So if like you hit level 80 and you had all the expansions, it wouldn't just keep it in chronological order. It would jump you to the very most recent expansion that just came out, which is Janthir Wilds. I think they just had their third update, I think. Boja definitely will take a minute, so I'm in no rush. I made something of a breakthrough in my research on the soul and it means to return the Scions home. I trust you have been making good use of your time. Yeah, kind of. Third update. I mean, I do want to revisit it and I do want to play through the story and see kind of the other things, but I'll be honest with you, I feel like I spent so much time playing Guild Wars 2 that I need to play other things. You know, I don't know if that makes me kind of like an old man. Oh man, whatever. All right, let's talk about it. I don't trust Galactic. Galactic has guided me through everything in this expansion thus far, or everything in this game thus far. Everything. Where's Alizé?
Now that we are all here,
damn
what
it.
news from the source?
Away from the kitty fight.
A new Ultima Weapon. We must count ourselves lucky that Gaius has pledged his assistance.
While this is indeed a worrying development, I think the state of the Empire as a whole greater grounds for concern.
They're evil. Guild Wars 2 launched and hadn't played it for like 3 expansion. Yeah. Yeah, I trust Galactic to get me killed.
With the Emperor slain and Xenos returned, it is impossible to predict how matters will unfold in Garlemald. The Ultima Weapon may be but the first of many unpleasant surprises.
Oh, geez.
The situation beareth closer observation, of that there is no doubt, and doth compound our need to return unto the source.
Yep, let's go. We gotta get him home.
Then let us address that issue. Our long search for a means to see you safely home may well be nearing its conclusion.
I'm not gonna kill you in Shadowbringers. You're a tank. I would die first. For sure, brother. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Blue's just trolling you. I think...
Thanks in large part to Urianger and Becklug's invaluable insight, we have succeeded in fashioning a vessel for the journey.
Oh boy.
We set out to create a crystalline container retaining the more useful properties of white morosite, but without its regrettable limitations. And after a good deal of trial and error, we made one. An ark for soul and mind both that will allow your incorporeal self in its entirety to be ferried between worlds. A spirit vessel, if you will.
Yeah, I just got to take a moment to talk about how stressful this would be, because if you're thinking about it, if you're like thinking like me, think about it like this. You're able, the warrior light, able to transfer back and forth from the source to the first. No problem, right? All your friends are here in the first. Okay, they're doing their thing. We jam all their souls into, and say that we have one for each of them, right? And we make it back home, and I'm sure that we're given instructions on how to do it. I feel like I would be so anxious of like, it would be very much of the same mind of like trying to install a program onto a computer, but you have no technical knowledge whatsoever. That's what I would feel like. And if you guys know what that's like, you know, have you ever gotten like a new game that asks for you to update software on a third party and you have no idea and you feel like a little worried about it? That's how I would feel in this situation. Like, oh dear. Reload. There we go. Okay. And like that's maybe that's just me. I would be so full of stress.
However,
broke the LSA. There's always a however.
However.
I know. Like, you better put some tape on it and be like, this is Alice and this is Alpha. No. Yep. Yep. We don't want Urianger to be walking around and talking like he does and he stole his body. Yep. I should be that stressed, but I'm reckless. Multiple unlabeled flash drive. Just keep plugging and play. How do you insert them? How do you insert them? Oh shit, oh shit, if you mix those two up.
Though the vessel is possessed of the requisite qualities to hold mind and memory, it wanteth yet for a means to receive of them. For that, we must needs imbue it with the Exarch's innate gift.
Okay, so we have no idea how to get them into
A gift that lives on only through the blood of the Allagan Emperors, which certainly does not flow within Orosite or any other crystal.
Don't ask questions. I know. Allie acting like you stole. Shove that crystal right in, baby. Imagine the horror of like Half-Dad showing up. This bald man, this like 7-foot bald man with a mustache, and he just pulls out all these prison pops and just starts ramming them into people. Like, no questions. Like, he doesn't explain shit to Cryo or Tartaru. It's just like, oh, yeah, that's what we gotta do. And like, just imagine the horror of seeing that, just like him fanned him. God, where is Benny G? We need to have Benny G do a meme like that. Like, we got, I might send him a message. Like, look, you can take and run with it. This could be your idea. You know, like, do whatever you need to. But just have him, like, the Warrior of Light Van Damme the door now. Nope, can't go down that door.
Just so, milady. The blood serveth as a conduit of sorts. In its absence, memory cannot pass from mind unto mind, nor from flesh unto crystal.
How to defeat a purple supervillain that might be relevant to this conversation.
That being the case, We must either alter the process of inheritance so as to require no such thing, or determine a means by which my blood may permeate the vessel. I am hopeful that the records found within this tower will yield the knowledge we require to pursue one or the other of these avenues.
Blood?
As well you should be. The elegant body of ethological research is extraordinary. I can scarce believe it the work of ages past.
I gotta say the line. I had a line that popped up to my head, but it's like, hold still, Alfie, you're gonna be a man today. We gotta move on.
But
moving on,
underlying
folks.
principles are not so very different from those of my own field of study. Given time, we will find the answers we seek.
Yeah, Dad. Let him keep cooking. Nope.
I know that you can ill afford to wait, and it pains me that I must ask you to do so. I can only reaffirm my promise to you that a solution will be found.
Bad streamer. Bad. New meaning to highly caffeinated. We left PG-13 like the first 5 minutes.
Whatever it takes, I will see you safely home.
One horror site ahead of time.
My apologies.
Oh, Lyna.
I do hope you haven't come to tell us that mortal peril fast approaches.
No. I had hoped to speak with the Warrior of Darkness.
Yes.
But there is no need to cut short your meeting on my account. I will be waiting outside.
All due respect, I feel like it's something so important that she wanted to come in. But then it's like when she came in, she was like, wait, I see that this is very important, so I'll step out. I like Lyna. A little confused by that decision. Anyway, Bunny is always priority.
Why not speak in here? She knows I don't mind. Unless she didn't want to.
Oh, read that situation perfectly.
Perhaps I might accompany you. Though I am woefully ill-qualified to assist in the Exarch's research, I may yet be of some use to Lyna.
Consequences, yeah. I hear a puppy. By the way, that dog on Tuesday's stream, that dog didn't go to bed until let's do ooh, rare roast beef. That dog did not go to bed until like 1 a.m. I was just admiring the background lighting too. All right, what you got? Puppy. Hey, bud, what's going on? Music tad too loud? Put it down to 50. Has been rather brusque with me of late. Stark reminder of what little we truly know of the world. Upon White Arsite's crystalline foundation, we have built not a prison but a refuge for the soul. Would that moon breeder? We're here to see the wonders inspired by her research. All the enemies on our list returning from the grave. Dog tax is a rather loud game. Yeah. While I enjoy my fair share of scholarly research, it would be good to okay, yeah, let's go talk to our girl, Lyna. Oh, Gonzalo doesn't know about the puppy. All right, hold on. Let me see if she's up. I think she's up. I think I heard her. There we go. I know. Oh my goodness, who's a good puppy? Oh my goodness, who's a good puppy? Over to puppy. So, you might be wondering, I don't know if you can tell, you see how she has, like, water on her back? Guess who Van Dammed the door while my wife was taking a shower? It was me. I was the one. Oh no. Oh no. That's a naughty puppy. She's a very good girl. Serotonin attack. She's also like soaking wet. Be good with that. So I don't. Oh, my phone's in the other room. Here, I'll show. I want to show you guys. I don't know. Did I show you guys her brother? I think I did. I want to show you guys her brother because she's right now. She's at like 18 pounds, right? I gotta show you the brother. Look, long dog. All right. Here we go. Hold on. I gotta show you guys this because this puppy is absolutely freaking massive. Gotta find the photo. So her brother, aptly named, is Tank. He said he lived up to the name Tank. Yeah. I think brothers, caffeinated sisters. Yeah, it's basically a dog treat. So I picked him up, right? He's my mom and dad's dog, and his name is aptly Tank. He weighs, they just got him weighed. He weighs 35 pounds at like nearly 3 months. So he's gaining like 2 pounds every week or something like that. Look at this dog. Yeah, there you go. That was me at my parents' house with how big that dog is. That is about as big as you're gonna get with a dog. I'm just saying. And the best part is that he is without a doubt like the sweetest. Like, he's so kind. Every time you pick him up and you hold him and you do all that, he's the nicest dog. I got it. Oh yeah, purebred lab all the way across the board. Really nice dog, really sweet. His I'm not kidding. His paw is like that big. Like, it is just, and he's still just a puppy. He's just this massive dog. Playing too much 14, you called him Tank. No. He's just huge. And it's funny too, is because we go over to my parents' house during the weekends to make sure that they meet up and they hang out and they do, play around. And like, they wrestle. And then for like 2 days after, Missy's worn out, just completely wiped out. It's hilarious. But that's the dog. That's how big he is. I have the urge to put on a blue vest on him and embossed with a war emblem. I mean, you could very much, like, I swear when he gets full grown, he's going to be well over 100 pounds. Easily. But yeah, what's it? Boots, the other yellow lab here, is Missy and Tank's grandmother. My parents have, her name, ironically, is named as Sassy, is the mom of Tank and Missy, and then, of course, we have Tank and Missy. We keep as much as we can, we keep the same lineage of dogs, basically my entire life, honestly, which has always been good. I grew up with it. I just thought it was something that our family did, but like, now that I'm an adult, like, I love it, so if you guys keep watching for like another year or two, or when we are ready to have Missy ready to go, we're probably gonna breed her, probably gonna have litter of puppies as well. It's gonna be good. One of your cats' name is Sassy. When I was younger, I can absolutely believe the size. I'd turn around and he'd put on pounds. He's just huge. And what's funny is that he's very active. He's not like fat. He's just this big goofy dog. As an adult, he thought he was a puppy and stand up on put his paws on your shoulders. Just imagine, like, you're just sitting there and it's like, I'm gonna need you to log off, Chief. Like, he's just like this giant man standing behind you. Little time, so I'll be brief. Sin Eater has been sighted in Lakeland and asked your assistance in slaying it. Oh, okay, cool. That said, I believe fighting alongside the warrior darkness would be a valuable experience. Peace can lead to complacency, and they gain nothing from an easy victory. However harmless they may seem. Oh, okay, cool. I should have done me, why not Alfie? Going for a walk. Gotta make it before 7.3. The freaking meme. Yeah, you got Hydra, you got it. Like I keep wanting to use that now. The Simpsons meme where Lisa's like looking up like this. Why don't you go ahead and log out for me? Poor job. I gotta Galactic, you jerk. I was just... He got me with a trade right before I went I was able to teleport out, and it didn't let me go. That was actually very slick. All right, he did that to you early. So I gotta say this very quickly, because you were talking about the salesman religious monastery, missionaries. A long time ago, my sister was being pursued by 2 Jehovah's Witnesses, and they kept showing up to my parents' house and making a big deal and like, hey, you know, we're looking for the girl who lives here. Let's go ahead and do that. One time they showed up and it was just me and my dad, and I greeted them at the door and I was like, oh no, she's not here. Sorry, you can't, you know, like that's it, we're done. And then they started trying to talk to me, and at the time, I was so young and like just understanding that I didn't want to be rude. I wasn't interested. I wanted to go back and play video games, but I was being honest with them and letting, you know, okay, say your spiel, let me hear it. Oh, wow, that's really cool. You know, all these different things. And this went on for like 20 minutes. These guys are standing out there talking to me, and they're trying to convince me to start showing up at their church or something. And I don't mean this to be disrespectful. If any of you are Jehovah's Witnesses, I didn't pay attention to what they're saying because I wanted to go back and play video games. We had a cat named Sylvester. This cat was just this big fluff ball. He was like some kind of like Maine Coon kind of cat. He was just really big claws, paws, stuff like that. He comes wandering out, okay? And the 2 gentlemen there, one was a man who had a very thick accent. I would say, if I had to venture a guess, I would say it was like some type of like African accent, because it was very difficult for me to understand. And then he brought his son. Well, his son was someone who looked older, but looked like he was from the most North Norwegian island that you could ever think of. He lived in the Arctic Circle. Like that was his skin complexion. He was very, very opposite of what this man was. And this was his son. And that I always joke about that. I was like, I guess that's your son. Okay, sure. Like I'm 10 at this point. I'm like trying to understand what the hell's happening. I was like, that's not your son. That's not how that works. Anyway, this guy is talking and he's explaining that. Here comes Sylvester, and the son goes over. Yeah, I mean, see-through. It was just ridiculous. The son goes over and he's like, oh, what a kitty cat and all that. And at this point, my dad has come out behind me. He didn't intercede, which is something I learned as a man that you can't do. You gotta let your kids fight your own battles. He didn't intercede, but he stood behind me to just add support. And the cat comes out, Sylvester, and he's like walking around, and the guy's like, oh, I love little kitties. Hey, kitty. And he's like scratching them. And then at one point, Sylvester rolls over. What is the #1 rule about cats? What is the #1 rule about a cat that rolls over on its back? Tell me. Tell me. Oh yeah. What's the rule? It's it's a goddamn trap. That's what it is. So this guy, I'm talking to the father in the situation, and he's explaining things, and off to the side, this man's petting this cat. Not only is he engaging in the trap where he's touching the belly where the murder daggers are, but it's not just like, oh, kitty, it's a back and forward motion, like he's like scratching a dog. Okay, I've been around cats the majority of my life. You never do that. It's only one direction. You can only pet one direction until the point that they tell you that that's okay. Oh, it's a buildup. Oh, it gets worse. My dad speaks up. This is the only thing that he said. My dad hated this cat because this cat always made a whole bunch of noise, and it was just always a jerk to my dad whenever he walked by. This cat, I'm talking to this man, and then over here you hear like one of those buildups, right before shit hits the fan. And if you guys have a cat, you know distinctly what that is. That's that cat's got the wind up its ass and something's about to happen. My dad speaks up and he goes, I would step away from the cat right now. That's all my dad said. I would step away from the cat right now. The guy dead ass, while still scratching him like it's the lottery on a scratch off ticket on a Friday night. He's sitting there, and my dad looks at, or this guy looks at my dad and goes, I'm good with cats. I'm fine. Cat raids iron. So this goes on for maybe 3 seconds after that statement. But it gets louder and quicker. And then you hear like that. And this cat bolts away. And this guy is cussing. This guy used the, this is where the irony came in. He used the Lord's name in vain several times in about 10 seconds. And he's cussing, and the father's over there like trying to like, what happened, my son? It was just this whole shitstorm of like things that were happening. My dad is in the back pissing himself. My dad, he had to walk inside. He left me out there with this whole show of what's going on because he couldn't help but laugh at what just happened. This cat is, this cat bolted, looks at this guy's arm from like wrist all the way to like past the forearm is just the cleanest, smoothest gash, and it is bleeding heavily from this one cat. The cat rolled over on the belly. Step 1, if you know anything about cats, that's a fuck up. 2, the cat air raid siren, that's fuck up number 2. Number 3 fuck up is that the person who owns the cat's like, dude, you should back off. What do you say? I'm good with cats. I'm fine. Oh my God. These guys never came back. They got into the car and it was like a triage situation from like, it appeared like it was like an episode of, I don't know, like ER. Like they're like, oh, we're not gonna make it to the hospital in time. We tried, we're like, can we get you something? Can we get you like a Band-Aid or something? Just one little Band-Aid. Oh my God. It was, I got flagged. They never showed up. They never came back. And from then on, that cat lived for like another, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years or something like that. From then on, my dad was like, you know what? That cat's all right. I like that cat. So we never had to worry about Jehovah's Witnesses because of a kitty cat. There you go. House Panther, can I get you a Band-Aid? What the hell was I supposed to do, Kitalahara? Be in control or accept the pain. And you know what? Like, I'll come over, I'll let the cat sniff my hand. If he gives me any kind of like, I don't like you. Okay, cool, man. You just do your thing. We're cool, it's respect. So let's be cool. Yes. So, and I mean this as no disrespect to Jehovah's Witnesses or if that is the faith you follow. I am not saying anything negative about that. I am saying that these two particular gentlemen in this instance made a horrible mistake messing around with a cat. Never mess with a kitty cat. Just saying. Just that guy had a problem. Just that guy. And again, what kills, and I always laugh too, because my dad and I joke about this every now and then. I'm good with cats. I'm fine. All right. Way back then, before it even came around, fuck around and find out. There you go. All right, we're back with our girl, Lyna. You can be a little negative, Caff. Yeah, I'd prefer to be negative towards our boy Alphino if I could help it. Jack, I'm sorry. I feel like there are some cases where I'm negative, but I don't know. Like, this is just how I am in person, you know? Like, I try to not be a jerk to Jehovah's Witnesses. I was at death's door the day that the Sin Eaters attacked. If you and yours hadn't come along, I'd likely stepped through. All right, so we got to inspire some troops. I too was there on that terrible day. My friend was transformed into a sin eater before my very eyes, and I had no choice to cut her down. I thought, oh, okay, all right, hey, we're having some follow-up. I know that was like a 5.5 minute detour on that story, but I had to talk about it. I had to say it. I had to say it. The red isn't gonna make it. Oh, really? Are we going Star Trek? Is that what we're doing? Pleasure to meet you. Truly, it seems like only yesterday I took you flight astride an Amaro to go save the Oracle. Keep the peace here, like that. For most cats, and there's my cat Sushi, who will sit on her butt, then flop backwards onto my arm, so she slouched back like a person, and will pull my hand to her tongue. See, yeah, there. For a calf dance break. Roll a d20. You're a cat. It's the devil. An elderly gentleman asked that I escort him to clear me, and it took longer than anticipated. A soldier must be punctual, especially when we play host armed guests. Thaler. Oh, they gave him a name. Something bad's gonna happen to Thaler. We met in the infirmary. Oh, okay, yeah. Don't give up, don't give in. Those are the words I keep close to my heart. And the boundless, beautiful skies above serves the importance of that. Okay, all right. I like that they do a flashback so we can be like, oh, that's where we saw him. Okay. I like that. That's good. That's a good thing. Countless others who weren't so fortunate. They gave their lives for the promise of a future they'll never know. And so it falls to us to do everything we can to fulfill that promise. Okay. I have not checked in with the Boulder brothers in a while. I've been a little bit preoccupied. I'm just saying. Cat's gonna attack you. Spots when she doesn't like to be petted. When I do touch her places other than her head, I keep attention to see how she's responding. That's all you have to do. Like my mom still has a cat. He's a not a Maine Coon. What is it? A Norwegian forest cat. Just this big, giant fluff ball. Nicest cat in the world. Like you can go up and talk to him and all that, but you have to be careful. Only on his terms, like any other cat. But aside from that, I found with most cats, if you respect them, you respect their space, and you just like, hey, let them know who you are and let them. Most cats are fine. Most cats are actually very agreeable and friendly. It's if you come into aggressive thinking that they're a sentient stuffed animal. Sailor Moon, fighting by the moonlight, winning love by daylight. Oh, Sailor Moon. I still have not gotten any. Where do we have to go? Oh, we gotta go up north. I still don't have my flying. I've been busy doing things. Yeah, so, I did want to kind of actually talk about, like, where I plan on going and, like, what I, kind of like my itinerary, here on when I am not streaming. So, like, of course, the big thing is leveling up Astrologian. I am going to do my damnedest to try to get all of the role quests done. What's it, before 5.3? Is it 5.2 or 5.3 that has the extra scene, Hydra, that you've been so faithfully reminding me of? Which one was it? I've been trying to do my best to get the, all that stuff. 5.3. And yes, we do have an optional Stormblood dungeon I still haven't done. All right, so 5.3. Okay. So I'm doing my damnedest to get there. Galactic actually informed me, well, the mods, but Galactic, I think, was the one who spearheaded the idea. If I'm wrong, please correct me, but since they have the Viper and, the Pictomancer, those are the ones that I don't have. I don't have a melee DPS, I don't have a caster DPS. So if I can get my Astrologian up, get up to the point, and then I just use Viper and Picto, I could technically get through all the job quests. I mean, Like, that sounds, I thought it was cheating, but then I was like, like, if it isn't that imposing, because the alternative would, I'd have to level the Dragoon, and then I would have to continue leveling up Black Mage, which are both possible. Yeah. Yeah, so I think that may be what I end up doing. Oh, what the hell? I think that may be what I end up doing to a very smart thing to do. I am glad you guys suggested it. Because like, if it's not super intrusive, I do want to too much work for so little time. Well, and that's the thing. It's like, I'm also working on the next video. I have some plans for the side channel. I have plans for a third channel. So, and of course, with me doing a job, I'm trying to find how I can balance all the stuff out. So if that's something that I can do that's minimal effort for a maximum gain, hell yeah.
Did you slay this eater? Your orders were to await the main force before engaging.
No, Captain. It wasn't us, I swear it. A man came out of nowhere and cut it down before we knew what was happening.
By himself. Certainly it is no light warden, but nevertheless.
It's true. Felled it with a single swing of his axe, he did.
Ardbert.
Never seen anything like it.
Ardbert.
So I says to him, who are you, the warrior of bleeding darkness?
Yeah.
And he says, no, I'm a warrior of light. And that was it. Buggered off as quick as he came.
Ardbert arc. Did not want you to watch the stream.
A warrior of light?
Why would someone go around calling himself that, though? It was those bastards who caused the flood.
Yeah, for the healer role quest with Sage during back in Durham Walker, yeah. Not Bert.
I mean, if you were going to pretend to be anyone, it'd be him, the warrior of darkness.
Hey? Oh, I didn't know. It's an honor.
Since the Eater is no longer a threat, our work here is done. Return to your posts.
Oh, I had hoped to fight at your side today. But I'll continue to follow your example, and may we meet again.
Alright, Thaler Moon. I like that name. That name's gonna stick. I'm gonna stick it
I
at Thaler
apologize for the wasted journey. It seems I overestimated the threat.
Nah, it's cool. We wanted to hang out.
As for this warrior of light, I do not know who would be brazen enough to take that mantle for his own. Whatever it may once have meant, it is forever tainted by the association with the flood.
Hold. Have a good night, Blue. Thank you for your.
The Exarch told me the truth of Ardbert and his
and
comrades'
donations.
deeds, and I am aware they played some part in your own triumph. But to most, they are synonymous with the calamity that befell this world. Still, if this man is minded to destroy Sin Eaters, I may forgive him his unfortunate choice of alias.
Yeah, something
but
don't
that is
add
neither
up.
here nor there. I thank you for accompanying me.
I like Lyna.
With that concluded, shall we return to the Crystarium? There is a proposal I should like to make.
I like Lyna. The more that I interact with Lyna, the more I'm like, I like her. She's cool.
Forgive me. There is one more thing.
Because it's like, the one thing that I've always kind of and it's not necessarily that it isn't possible, but it's like something that I've seen just get forced out of the way is like there's that mix of having a strong female character who retains, I'm going to try to say the word, femininity. You guys know what I mean. It's a tough one. You get it has feminine qualities. There you go. It's one thing that it's like, you know, that you have a strong female character. Did I have it right? Okay, all right, cool. Femininity, girlness. Yeah, like I like the idea of having a strong girl character, but it's also like that's cool. Keep her keep the strength there, and then keep her girlness, femininity, feminine pseudonym, femininity. But that's why I think I like Lyna is because she still keeps the qualities. She still keeps you know, her beauty, her grace, all that stuff, but she's still a deadly warrior, captain of the guard. Like, you know, like there's a lot of strength that goes along with it, but it didn't feel like it was sacrificed, you know, in vain of who she was. That's one thing I do like. Yeah, it's the Finding Nemo. It's the Finding Nemo meme. That's what I was thinking. Femininity. I think that's why I like Lyna. I think she does a really good job of mixing both of those together. That was really good. Yeah, she kicks ass and she looks good. Yes, exactly. Perfect. Monster Hunter does this pretty well. What's her name? Gemma or Gemma? Gemma? Who's the blacksmith? I've seen memes for it. Who's written as a man, but a female character model. Yes. Yeah, Gemma. Mm-hmm. Young for a Viero, too. Yeah. Droll. They're always been attractive, but capable. Well, I mean, think about it when it was, what's it, Evilise, they introduced Viera. And I'm sorry, her name escapes me. The first one that we met, she was like a ferocious warrior, but she was unironically wearing barely anything, and she retained that beauty. Yeah. Has to deal with stuff like Survivor's Guild. Yeah. Was it Fran? Thank you. Yeah, okay, so Fran, yeah, perfect. There you go.
A personal concern of mine. I had hoped you might have a moment to speak privately.
Sure. Yep, that's my thing.
Take your time. I shall go on ahead.
Good luck, Alfie. Don't get eaten by Sin Eater. But she is just from 12, so her characterization is lackluster. Fran Chewbacca. Galactic is upset with how long I am taking. I do like what they've done with Lyna.
I will not mince words. This matter concerns the Exarch.
This I really like how they do Lyna in this game. And you guys even called it. She's of course you know, perfect for her duty. She's dedicated to her duty, but she still has those moments where she's vulnerable, which is a good touch, but it's done in a very believable way. I will say I like it. Well done. I see what you guys
Though
meant.
his countenance belies his age, his demeanor never has. He has seen more than any man should and grown ever more weary with time.
Hold on one sec. There we go. Got around half a block by the time we finished your childhood cat story. Tasteful. Yes. Yeah. Is in a cave surrounded by bones. Oh, okay, cool. I mean, that works. Good God. YouTube ads. There we go.
But I see I give the wrong impression. While it is true he attempted to open a letter with a salmon fillet the other evening, we are not here because I suspect his mind is deteriorating. Nor do I believe him to be so maddeningly unconcerned by the prospect of his own death as he once was. Indeed, the opposite is true.
Monty Python, buddy.
It is for this reason that I seek your advice. Since he returned from the Tempest, the Exarch is not as he was. He seems a different man, a younger man. Yes. I know not the details of his research, but when I saw him at work recently, there was a glint in his eye that I had never seen before. He looked happy. It was as if he had peered into the future and for the first time found joy there.
We're not used to him being happy.
Though it gladdens me to see him thus, I wonder if I should not keep my distance. I fear that my presence will only anchor him to the past. Remind him of all the pain that came before.
Picks up his dinner and tries to open a letter. I'm not saying he's losing his mind, but his mind might be getting lost. All right, so we're starting to see Lyna is having doubts about her presence within that of the Exarch, which makes sense, given how close she is as far as a relationship with him and all the pain that they've endured. But I think she's looking at this the wrong way. Like, she's been there with him through all the trials, like since like day one, or as early as we've been involved in the story, even longer. So I don't know. His adopted daughter. Anchors keep us close, keep us where we have chosen to be. I don't like anchors. I really don't like saying anchors. And this is just a personal preference, because whenever I say anchor, I always imagine, like, I made a joke once to a buddy of mine. He was dating this girl who was not good for her. And he was looking at jewelry, and he picked out this one, and it was a really pretty anchor. It was a very nice anchor. It had like a little diamond on it. He was like, I think she'd like this. And I was like, yep. Because she's the anchor weighing your life down. They didn't get married. They didn't get engaged, nothing like that. So I called it, and I'm just saying he's happily married. He's on his way to having his second kid with his current wife. So thank you. Thank you. Just saying, I don't like the use of anchors, especially if we're talking about love. It's not a good look. We'll say he's lost with it, without you.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Then perhaps we might remain as we were. As we have always been.
Also, I gotta break immersion here. How did she was like, I've seen a look in his eye that he was almost happy. Homeboy's had his hood down for like ever. Forever. How could you have seen his eyes? Sorry, we're back. As if you're both sailors. What are the odds?
I will have to speak with him about the amount of time he is spending at work. This research is important, I know, but if he refuses to consider his own health, I will have to consider it for him.
Daughter privilege? Oh, okay. All right, only in public. Okay, okay. She's probably seen. Okay, all right, all right. I guess I guess that was described at some point, and I must have missed that. There you go. Be able to look up to him. So she was privy to some details. Galactus still doing circles. See, the others back to their post. He's only had his hood on around you. That'd be a jerk move. Like, oh my god, did you see what the Exarch looks like? Oh, shh. Hey, Gaff Dab, what's up? Yeah, no, we have no idea what he looks like. None of them are perfect, but they're trying. Yeah. Alrighty. So apparently the theme for tonight's stream, by the way, I was told at a later point today, is that the glam was hatred. So in my 30-day video, I played Warhammer Online, and I played as a Blackguard. So the Blackguard of Nagaron is like the personal vanguard of the Dark Elves leader, Malekith. They function, their class mechanic is hatred. As you're in combat, you build more hatred. The more hatred you have, the more effective your abilities are, basically. So I was told that the stream look tonight was for hatred. So I'm looking out for hatred. Ulrich looks like a Power Ranger. Astor looks like a guard. Stereotypical Barbie over here. Minfilia grown up. I'll take it. Always have been. And yes, I do have the jog, and I do also know that I can mount. I can mount as I go. Did you play the Warhammer? Absolutely. I put like, I don't know, like 60 hours into it or something like that. Let's see. Galactic's got a new look. I'll give Galactic that. I'll take that. Sig over here kind of looking like a Elidibus. Pretty sure that's Chris. Is that Chris? Yeah, that's Chris. Looking fancy. Oh, did the camera freeze? New crafted gear. Okay. Got it. Orm. I'm pretty sure that's Orm's dancer outfit almost every stream. Not to say that that's bad. The Orm changes it up every now and then, but fairly consistently, whenever I see the white flash like that, I'm pretty sure that that's Orm. go. Ishani. With the heals, killing it with the heals. The guards over there. Galactic, can you stop staring at me? Good God. Why does everyone act like I'm in a rush? Usually in pink. Just chilling. Has a consistent theme, absolutely. Yep, that's hatred. Galactic, it's right behind you. Oh, Gunbreaker. Know the stance. Kristrian. All right, let's go ahead and get in. We'll go in, get moving. I sent this in the meme in chat, but the God Emperor standing, stretching. No one will believe you, and sits down is all I can think of at the moment whenever someone brings up your video. No one will believe you. There's a proposage. Tartaro. Usually Phoenix does Tartaro. I suspect they wish to know more about the Warriors of Light, as they well should, but nearly everything I come across describes them as Sin Eaters or worse. In conjunction with this renewed interest in its predecessors may lead to growing fear and unrest. Seek the truth, I say, we give it to them. I too can attest that to the falsehoods found within many of the cabinet's tomes, with nary a mention of the noble deeds of Ardbird and his comrades. They bear some responsibility for the flood, but when the tale is told again and again over the course of a century, I'm not surprised to see their roles distorted and painted as villains. I would have no question to question the narrator. Unfortunately, that knowledge was no use of us. For when I arrived here in the first, their reputation had already been irreparably tarnished. I find it a wonder they needed defending at all. They brought justice to a man who misused my knowledge. Brandon, she's talking about, they're talking about Brandon's role quest. And now is sleeping. I would agree, but as time passed, those who knew firsthand of their deeds dwindled. In the end, only one truth remained, and that they were what caused the flood. All too easy for the warrior lights to become the villains, deserving of resentment and hate. Not changed a lot. Yep, good callback. Only as a villain. I have shared this with a select few, but one and all must be told of his sacrifice. Recount the true tale of the Warriors of Light and the flood following their wake. It'd be nice to show visual. I kind of wish we would have done this sooner. Better late than never. No? We have to reach out to anyone and everyone who would be willingly lend an ear. With any luck, word will spread and more will accompany them. Okay. General attitude. Ugh, I'm so done with you people. All right, let's go ahead and talk. Let's go ahead and start spreading the good word. Oh, I meant to tell you guys. I got rescue. I got rescue on my Astrologian. It is the most fun ability I have had in this game. Holy crap, I love rescue. Rescue is such a fun ability. It is. I have been trolling unnecessarily. I grouped up. We did the main scenario quest. We had Castro Meridium, and I have been yeeting people across the map like on these battles, especially when Livia's doing like her dance all the way across and there's all the explosions, I will purposely grab someone and be like, you're safer over here with me, buddy. And they'll get hit by 2 or 3 things. And they're like, you didn't need to move me. And I was like, I was bored. I needed to heal something. I have had such a good time with rescue. Holy crap, I hope Galactic tanks for me. I hope Galactic tanks for me. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have such a good time. You have to do the rescue Galactic. Yeah, buddy. There was a black mage. I was in with a black mage. I think it's the spear. It's the draw card spear, where it's like if they're a ranged DPS, they get like 6% more increased damage or something if it's like a ranged DPS. So I put it on them, and then I'm watching their cast bar, the first cast that they had, which was like their fire. As soon as they put it on and they're like halfway through their cast, yeah, rescue. Pulled them into something, they got hit, and the dude's sitting there and he's like, what the shit? And like he was like, I was fine. I was like, I got you, bud. Don't worry. I'm the healer here. I know what to do. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun with this expansion. Oh, I cannot wait. But for real, don't do that. Oh yeah. Some not so chill people may take issue and file a complaint if you do it too often. I did it twice. And yeah, I could see them throwing a fit and maybe reporting my ass. When I was healing once and we wiped it, I felt bad. Yep. It's a good feeling. I love rescue. Can I just do all armory? We'll suspend your account if you get too many of those. Oh, okay. Griefing. My plan is to tank for you most of Endwalker. Oh boy, we're gonna have some fun, Galactic. Half that villain arc. It only took like 4 expansions for knockbacks at an instant to stop it. The second we see that cast go. Yep, I'm healing. All right, so Broggy's on board. Braggy. Oh, we gotta go through. Hero Limber Break 3 when the early one left alive is so satisfying. Yeah, I'm going Astro. I'm going Astro in Endwalker, and then the plan is currently Machinist for Dawn Trail. Oh, how have you guys liking 7.2? I heard 7.2 was like a smash hit. It's like really, really good. Yeah, I don't think I would do it to anyone else. I think I would just do it to Galactic. Raids are incredible. Trial's a doozy. I don't know, I'm covered in trees. In Trial 7.2 is fantastic. Haven't started it. Okay. Having a great time. I heard a lot of really good positive feedback. That's cool. That's something fun to look forward to. Something of a redemption arc, we'll see. Story liking a lot. Go figure. You just give some time for Square Enix to cook a little. Get a little popping up on the stove there. Flip the pan. All right, Glitter. Still doesn't excuse her. No, absolutely. And like, again, I don't think that it's completely unreasonable for you to like just completely skip over any of their more recent, especially with Dawn Trail and how they've kind of like, it seems like they've handled it. Like, I don't think that it's fair for you to just be like, okay, they had one good patch, everything good now. No, that's not, you can still look at it with a critical eye, but positive news. Positive news. Of the world is blind progress. Yeah. I've heard both positive and negative about Dawn Trail, but also, again, before I even went into Stormblood, a lot of people were like, oh my goodness, Stormblood is, you know, so disjointed, it isn't the best, you know, it isn't that great, and I'm like, I had a good time with Stormblood. I personally had a good time. All right, Catless Everdeen is ready to go. All right, we got to go talk to the Amaro guy. So maybe that had something to do with you take that with such a degree of, oh, can I not go down there? Oh, well, that stinks. Thought I could jump. I think you're excused, Nicola. Yeah. The writing wasn't on par. I can understand that. I can understand that. You might understand why many thought that way. And maybe I will. Maybe very much so. Like, and I kind of keep this along with everything that I've done thus far in this game, is that I keep everything with kind of an open eye, so that, like, I'm not always just riding on, like, whatever people are telling me about a game. Like, they're telling me, oh, this game is really good, or this expansion's the best expansion, or this, you know, expansion's the worst expansion. I go into it with just kind of a, we'll see what happens. Go in everything with low expectations, you'll always have a good time, you know? All right, it seems like most people are like on board for hearing about the Warriors of Darkness. More trials in the first half of GT. No, not fight trials. The expansions wouldn't be would have worked in your opinion? Maybe. The loudest yelling about it. So you guys can say whatever you want about like, and I bring the man up. You guys can say whatever you want about Elon Musk and everything that he's doing, but he did have a very good line that I liked. Is that he was talking about his experience when he worked at PayPal. When he worked at PayPal, he said that it was usually the loudest and the most persistent people were the ones who were trying to scam. And I kind of take that as it's usually the loudest people, the ones who are complaining the most, are usually kind of full of crap. That's kind of how I take it, you know? And I feel like that's true with a lot of different regards, you know? Yeah, and a lot of complainers don't even play. But that's the thing, though. It's like, what's the point of yelling and screaming about a game that you don't like, or you don't like the directions going? You know what's very simple that you can do? Turn off the game. Play something else. Toxic positivity. Broken clocks. Yep. The worst person you know made a good point. Here, call yourself a librarian. All right, so it seems like everyone's on board, basically. Yeah, I'm just gonna speak louder to make it seem like more people care. Yeah. You literally described Reddit. Yeah, that's basically what it is. And it's a shame, too. It's because, like, I have my opinions, just like everyone else has their opinions. Everyone, and everyone's entitled to their opinions. But the thing is that and I think I saw it the most, let me put it this way. I think I saw it the most when like, playing World of Warcraft, I think early on, even before I got into Final Fantasy and all that, is that so many people would try to tell me how bad other MMOs were and how great World of Warcraft was. Like, I was living in like this weird ass echo chamber where we were all just sitting around in a circle being like, yeah, this game's really good. And it's like, objectively, I had nothing to compare it to, you know? Like, it's like, you're allowed to have your opinions and you're allowed to be, and guess what? Not everyone's gonna like the same games. You know, Dragon Age Veilguard had a lot of criticism, has a lot of people who said that it was a bad game. There were some, I've talked to a handful of people who were like, yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, it was okay. It was my kind of game, or I really liked it. You're allowed to, just because, you know, some guy standing up on a podium, even me, don't listen to me, I'm full of shit. You don't know what I'm talking about. If I say something's great, go figure it out for yourself that that's going to be something that you want to play. I'll be the first one to admit. Like, I'll tell my opinion, and you can take that with a grain of salt. There you go. And Avowed are good games. I've heard good things. I've heard a lot more loud negative things, but I've also gotten to the point in my game career where it's like, I saw what the game was doing and like even how the game looked as far as like a graphics and a combat, and I was like, meh. It really wasn't going to be something that really piqued my interest. I'll be 100% honest with you. And then all the negative stuff that came out with it, and they're all like, oh, this game is terrible, or this game's great. I don't care. I really don't care. It like from the surface, from me, just from the gameplay perspective, I didn't think I was going to enjoy it. There you go. Has grabbed so many people's brain that it's currently the most negative on Steam, which is so dumb because it makes DP seem god-awful when it's really not. It's the transition expansion. Well, and there has to be. You can't constantly again, this is just like basic, like we'll say even economics. Like, you can't constantly have that 45-degree angle, like a linear graph. Like, you're gonna have ups and downs. Endwalker sounds like we're gonna hit a whole peak of like crazy stuff that happens. Of course you're gonna have a little bit of a drop. That's unreasonable, you know? Wasn't bad, it just wasn't good. Yeah, see, like, gaslighting. All right, let's do this. Oh my God, a well-reasoned opinion. No, how dare you? How dare you approach things with equal minds?
Yes, this looks to be nearly everyone. Let us begin, shall we? Though I am usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion that honor should fall to you.
Oh God. I can take on Hades and other Askians, but now public speaking?
They would be more inclined to take the word of the Warrior of Darkness.
I have to talk?
Indeed.
Oh,
in light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak these truths?
Oh boy. God, is this a real-time action event? So there I was, just having a good time. Okay, they have flashbacks. Okay, public squeaking. It's actually a rhythm minigame. That was our battle in the Inferno, or the Bowl of Embers. Chilling out, relaxing, all cool in, shooting some b-ball after outside the school. When a couple of guys, they were up to no good. Started making trouble in the neighborhood. We got one little fight. My mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." I'll keep going. I'll keep going.
Wicked White. The Warriors of Light did all that?
So they never... I mean, they only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
They gave everything to stop the flood. First their lives, then their souls. And they managed it too, in the end. They saved us. And we cursed their names.
Yo, homie, Smiley, looked at my kingdom, because I was finally there. Go sit on my throne as a Prince of Bel Air. Oh, the 90s. That would be brutal, Tyler. That would be that's
this
a beautiful
should
idea.
go a long way towards
brutal.
clearing the air.
Oh. Dun dun. That's a problem.
Impossible.
No, I taken it. I'm not imagining this.
I definitely see something. You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
Alfie's
Nay.
legitimately scared.
Yonder standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both. Ardbert.
Legitimately thought it was a ghost.
What in the world?
This row.
It's you! The one who slew the Eater!
That it should be the warrior of darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time, though I have a few words of my own to say, if I may.
He's got a very distrusting look.
People of the Crystarium! I am Ardbert, one of those you know as a warrior of light.
That's impossible. You should be dead.
Aye, that I should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I.
I don't like where this is going.
I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass.
Yep, get him,
The
Captain.
hero who stands before you now, the warrior of darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when he must return to his home.
You're full of shit.
But this land is our home. And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it.
Pseudonym every single time that there's like some kind of shenanigan going on, you're always like, it's trust him. Don't worry, it's fine. It's fine. It's never been fine. I appreciate everything that you do. No, that's some horse crap. Whom's the frick is this?
The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise.
Emmett was fine.
You who must become the new warriors of light.
What? Us? Warriors of Light?
I don't know if that's stirring. We just found out that you guys weren't the villains.
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure. But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need, or not. And I always chose the former. Any one of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man, and the resolve to see it through.
Yep, that's doubt right there.
From thine own lips did we learn of Ardbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony. Yet whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet.
Now,
'twere better we retired unto the ocular and there discuss this matter in private.
He's Red Hood. Right now. Right now, I don't know what to believe.
Go. I will stay here and watch.
The words are right, but the eyes are false. That's what I'm saying. It's like, even our Warrior of Light's like immediately on it. Yeah, I don't trust this, folks. I really don't. We're watching him from the TV.
So, that is a warrior of light of the first.
You know,
I've not had the pleasure of making his
because you
acquaintance,
are
but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed Ardbert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims?
It looks like him. It sounds like him, but it is absolutely not him. Yep.
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
Nor I. To my eyes, your ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
Oh God. We got Midgard in there, we got Frey, we got
Ardbert. Before
Ardbert.
the people is far more than a passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin-eater he is not. Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
Askian.
That he is an Ascian.
I can write the stories. No, don't forget Mist too. Yep. There's so much room. There's so much room in our souls. There's so much room for activities. You ever wonder? You ever think that like at some point the Warrior of Light has like schizophrenia? You're like Piccolo from DBZ Unbridged. Like, just think about that. All these people living within inside your own soul. Frey and Mr. As Banjo and Kazooie, Mingar as Bumbo. That was the Dark Knight Quest.
Given their fondness for posthumous possession, I would have to agree. From what I understand, the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore by those whom they had aided in life. At the time, some few still remembered them as heroes. Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the virtues. And if one knew where to look, Ardbert too would not have been difficult to find.
Assuming then that this is indeed the work of an Ascian, my mind inevitably turns to the last remaining paragon to survive the Sundering.
Elidibus.
Elidibus.
The emissary.
That Xenos hath reclaimed his own flesh is known. Thus evicted from his borrowed form and cognizant no doubt of Emmett Selk's failure here in the first.
Elidibus?
It is quite possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
I mean, makes sense.
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen. My, that is unsavory. And they do this often, you say?
Verily, for they possess no corporeal forms of their own. In what one may term their natural state, none save those gifted with the echo can perceive them. Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Minfilia and the Warrior of Light.
Oh wow, all the way back to Rome, Rome Reborn.
On that occasion I myself remained ignorant of his coming until after his departure. It was only at a later juncture, when he deigned to appear before me in borrowed flesh, that I was finally able to take the measure of him.
Alright, Uri,
in such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
Daughter spotted.
And they have gained much by it. Emmett Selk single-handedly built the Garlean Empire in this manner, while La Hebrea came close to conquering Eorzea, having taken possession of Thancred's living body.
Yet it must needs be noted that the Ascians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. For were they able to do so, none would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion.
We're already full.
Mayhap
Please,
the
no more
blessing of
possession.
light shieldeth Hydaelyn's chosen from Ascian influence. Or mayhap other forces are at work. We cannot say for certain.
We already have too many people floating around in my head. Do not throw Elidibus in there. Elidibus will get his ass kicked by Frey.
True. I dare not contemplate what might come to pass otherwise.
Is it not peculiar, then, that Ardbert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a warrior of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps? Regardless,
no vacancy.
To hear an Ascian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma, his ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark. When he made overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask of the self-appointed emissary.
Oh?
I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe as either wise or prudent.
They should really just be glad that they didn't take any of the bodies of the
Nevertheless,
Scions, yeah.
What little I did glean may now prove useful. Elidibus possesseth a subtle mind, practiced in the art of manipulation. That he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat. And now I believe he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end. Though naught is certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all our wits if we are to uncover and thereafter thwart his plot.
Agreed. 'Tis plain that simply speaking out against him will not avail us. At best, it would only serve to confuse the people.
Yeah, of course. Of course he shows up right after we talk about how great the warriors are.
And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Ardbert's reputation once more, nor yours by association. That being the case, it may be wise to keep a covert eye on this Ardbert's movements, as we attempt to discern his purpose and how best to mitigate his influence.
He's gone.
His performance appears to have concluded. What now? Go back out and follow him?
'Twould appear Master Alphino already hath pursuit in mind, and I suspect one pair of eyes shall better serve our cause than half a dozen. Let the rest of us maintain an inconspicuous distance, for the present at least.
Do-do-do. Okay, so fairly certain that Ardbert is actually possessed by Elidibus. That makes sense because Elidibus has been doing some shenanigans. He was even talking about the defeat of Emmett, and he was like, "What we're gonna do? What do we do next?" Kind of in that regard. A sleep disturbed. Just already with the same plan that we just came. Alfie's been on point this expansion. As much as I give the boy crap, he's been on point. I'm just saying. I must say the reappearance of Ardbert, or rather one who has appropriated his identity, was a rather curious development. Yeah, I saw bunnies. Is Alfie Bringers. Yeah, Shy Blue, I see you. I got you. We take action. We must needs ascertain his intent. Let us pray that Master Alphino returneth soon with some essential knowledge. Prudent, we take we all take measures to prepare what's come. Oh, your Stola's got her thinking face on. I return to the Great Wood. Until now, everything we have learned of the Ascians has been handed to us at their leisure. But that was one of Emmett Selch's unique failings. I have no reason to think Elidibus will be as forthcoming. Fortunately, I have recently received word from Fanal that heretofore unexplored chambers have been discovered deep in with Kitana Ravel. Almet believes that the relics within will tell of a great calamity that befell an ancient civilization, that of the Ascians, perhaps. It may lead us to the truth that we seek. All right. Let's sass her. Be sure to let me know how that works out. Let's sass her. Whether, given that you will be accompanied, don't be coy. It doesn't say. No, I'm definitely going to be sassy to you. No. You are Queen Sass. I will sass you when I need to. Have you done the Shadowbringers 24? Nope. It is on my schedule, though. I have the, what's it? The Alliance raids. I have to finish up Eden. I have Boja. And then the Trial series. Those 4 things that I plan on doing. Bully Y'shtola. The answer is always Bully Y'shtola. This is the most voiced at it for a long while, if not ever. It shocked a lot of people. And then the 24-man. Wait, is there a 24-man trial? Maybe? Raid. Okay, yeah. No, just the raid. Yeah. The near. Oh, okay. Okay. That's what I thought. Minions dispersed. We have at last reclaimed our hunting grounds, the Rakatika Falls. From what you have told me, I strongly suspect that the wisdom my comrades and I seek can be found within. Greatest asset is ignorance. Do not want for either. That said, we must proceed with caution. To have reached the inner chambers unmolested suggests a more formidable deterrent yet lies within. Rafiki Falls. I got so much to do on my to-do list. I have a lot. There's a lot going on. Pining for the return of our allies that we might venture into the ruins, clutching her staff at night, wishing it were. Oh! Oh, get her! Then I suggest we be going. Oh, got her! Oh. Hey guys, I found the New York Mets again. Perhaps it's better if I don't know. There's no Hildy in this expansion. Benedicta in 16. Really? Distilled list or of what I will make you do before you start. Yeah, go ahead. Toss out the distilled list for him. I think I covered most of it, if I'm not mistaken. Drakengard near lore. Oh wait, and then there's also the Monster Hunter trials. I think that's another thing Galactic wants me to do. Okay, I guess you can't just jump from there. Only one trial for now. How much can Yoko Taro hurt me? I feel like that's a common thread. I'll be honest with you. Oh, wait, am I gonna hear it? We get out, am I gonna hear it? I don't know if I'm gonna hear it. I'd have to go out the other way, I think. I think this is the different. Oh, it's the night music. Oh, man. Ugh. Well, that's no fun. Lahi. I watched that video again. Do you know Lahi? I will play Lahi. Soakin'. Oh my goodness. There's significant cutscenes. Probably what I'll do for this stream. I'll finish this duty and then we'll go. Then we'll do it. Said he wants to bring a calamity to Monster Hunter Wilds. Probably Bahamut, if I had to guess. Wonder if we had to face something quite equally as terrifying. That would be cool.
Come. Our new discoveries are to be found this way.
Oh dear. I don't trust what's happened. Vitalis.
The people of Ronka are known to have venerated animals, but these features do not match those of any indigenous species. This is no common beast.
It's got
Though
horns.
that much is plain from its proportions.
Is that Zodiark? Looks weird.
Lifelike, is it not? One could almost imagine it breathed. Why you... Ugh.
Got her.
This owl, by contrast, seems no different from the others we've seen.
The sealed door lies ahead.
Need a pickle in Final Fantasy. I was gonna say I think I might call it after this duty and the scenes that are gonna go with it. We'll finish up 5.2 on Monday, and I think because there's a dungeon, if I'm not mistaken, tied with it.
As you see, one statue is missing. I expect we are meant to replace it as before.
Okay. Why don't we just grab the one from behind us?
Too simple. There will be some additional defense mechanism. Just a moment. There are words carved into the stone.
Look with your special eyes, Y'shtola.
He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber shall instead waken the beast and know his folly. Wait! Don't!
Too late. Too late.
What? But I only... What is happening?
Great. Show for 5 seconds and you guys, what the shit is that?
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, it lives!
You don't say.
Why am I not surprised? Prepare yourselves.
Try putting it back. Is that thing wearing a bra? Okay, we're dead. That's the end of the story. Roll credits, guys. We died. That's the end of the Warrior of Light's journey. Am I about to play poker? This ain't Texas. We ain't hold 'em. Whatever Beyonce said. Four souls have I bound. Lock in, gamer. A comrade's soul shall be their prize. If you would see they're set free, answer these riddles 3. Deaf to Paul, with kin do I vie, though sought apart betterment of our whole lives. Oh, fucking hell. Do I have a timer? Okay, I don't have a timer. Deaf of Paul, with kin do I vie, though sought apart, betterment of whole do our efforts descry. I'm gonna say the cat. I have 29 minutes. Was the oboe keen and shrewd? Its spirit exalts. All right, who's dying? Shit! Did I just kill Y'shtola? Oh nope. She's removed from the fucking story. Oh my god. Fearsome Fang, I travel with Pack. Together we find harmony, and thus peace for our land does not lack. What am I? It's gotta be the wolf. Gotta be the wolf. She kind of deserved it. I fucking killed her sister because I didn't read the riddle. On my belly do I crawl, but by my strength does prosperity reign within our hall. Yeah, it'd have to be serpent crawling on the belly. Fucking killed her sister by this weird Sphinx thing. Oh my god, this is gonna be awkward to explain. And we shall play another game. A test of memory, a mind of memory. Choose wisely and you may yet go free. Oh shit. I have the worst memory. Twixt these talisman hide friend and foe. Choose your companions well, or sorrow no. Okay, Y'shtola. Oh, fucking matchy. No. Okay. Okay, I guess I keep going. What happens if I just match them? Okay. Alright. Fuck around and find out. Got it. Where's the sister? Oh, there she is. She's not dead. I did not one-shot this. Let's see. Is it this one? Nope. Okay. Yeah, hey, I saved the sisters. Whew, that was about to be awkward. I was here for 5 minutes. Still remains one trial you must pass. If you would glean the knowledge enshrined in this earth, I would first take measure of your worth. Okay? I don't know, I weigh about 200. Awkward. It would be so awkward. Okay. Oh, now we get to throw hands. Can we throw hands? I choose you, Freyu. Frey.
No mercy.
I like how Yashola doesn't move, by the way. That kind of pisses me off. Like, we all move to meet to her, and she just stands still completely. That's not how that works.
Here I come!
Can I move? Oh, okay. All right, it's supposed to be them doing stuff. About time. I carried this whole team. Can I still DPS? Simon's fine. It's okay. She just took a little bit of damage.
I will not hold back!
They're doing mechanics. The sound of heat. I did that pixel perfect, by the way. Come on, Frey. Back out you go. Then the other cards took over. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, summons.
Take this, and that, and this!
Oh, okay, it's poison. Never mind. I thought that it was going to be summons. It is summons. Probably turn on grit.
I will not hold back!
Show them your all. Ha-ha. Rubus. Yeah, dead up on it. I never followed the reference.
I will not hold back!
I concede defeat. I'm just glad you're wearing a bra. I'll be honest with you, whatever the hell you are. Yay, look at me go. You wouldn't make a blind girl run around, would you? Yes, I would, if she's a part of my group. Yay, we did it.
'Twould seem the magics have returned us. How polite. Now, what have we learned?
Stop freaking touching stuff.
We were bound to run into a living statue eventually. And now we can open the door.
The fact that she had a big old smile. They put a bra on it when you run around naked Gobu. I'm the pervert.
He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber.
All's well that ends well, with a dead statue or something or another. It looks like a Vieira.
A tomb, just as I thought. Befitting a hero.
She is Vis. Could it be the Archmage Tiuna?
Maybe.
A legendary hero of Ronka, as you surmised. The tales tell of how she smote entire armies with a single incantation, so potent was her spellcraft. Though she ever fought in the name of peace.
I thought them no more than tales. To think she really existed.
Well, I for one always believed.
Side map being always the happiest. Positive. What's in the box?
I wonder. By the light of fallen stars, great power awakens.
Tiuna was not only a master of spellcraft. It is said she could see truths long lost and hear the voices of men's hearts.
Okay, so she's got like superpowers.
Naught less than the Echo. In which case, none of this is mere coincidence.
She was a warrior of light.
A shower of stars setting the sky aflame. And in both this world and the Source, we find individuals within whom a mysterious power awakened at the sight. We can never unpick the why of it. Now, however, I believe we might. Does the scene depicted here not resemble the one we saw when we first ventured into the Katana Ravel? Moreover, does it not recall that which MSQ invited us to witness in Amarot?
Yeah, the cataclysm of the first, or the Source.
The final days. If, as the Exarch's research suggests, soul and mind share a fragile yet profound bond, might it not be possible for an event to leave such a deep imprint upon the soul that it could be perceived eons later, given a suitable trigger? The Echo defies explanation by conventional etherological theory, or shall we say modern etherological theory, but if it is a power that once belonged to the ancients, to souls yet undivided...
Perhaps she's a part of us.
Ah. It would seem I have entered the realm of pure speculation, and I call myself a scholar.
Elmed is 87 and Simed is 83.
I shall refrain from making any further wild claims until such time as I have evidence. Still, I cannot choose but be reminded of our experience in Amarot.
Remember us.
Remember us.
That we once lived. Middle sister energy.
History is learned, not lived. We have always protected the tales of Ronka, just as we have protected this place. But we are mindful of what our mothers taught us. We see the past through our own eyes, and speak of it with our own words. Thus do we come to understand it in our own way. But this is not the same as remembering.
Your mothers were wise.
That's true. Because you form your own opinion based off of what you hear. You weren't there experiencing it. I think that's also part of what Emmett really kind of taught, and why we went through Amarot as a trial or a dungeon, so to speak, is so that we could actually see what it was like, feel what it was like, be there, and understand it better than what just him telling us what it was like.
Though we witnessed the final days, our impressions cannot fail to be colored by our own experiences and expectations. Those who lived through it would have perceived the event quite differently. We must bear in mind that it is no simple matter to keep the truth alive, or it will die with Selk and his kin. But we have disturbed Tuna long enough. Fana will serve similarly well as a venue for our contemplations.
Don't open up the box. Don't open up the box. I think the tomb has given you much to think about. Of histories learned, not lived. Their exploits have been told countless times over the centuries, yet it has handed from one generation to the next. The story changes. With each telling of the tale, there are new flourishes, details changed or lost. We can never truly know how she lived, or for we were not there to see it. Yet, but we are here to bear witness to your life. We have seen the change that you have wrought and the echoes that you have endured after you were gone. And though, too, will change in time, I swear you shall do our best to preserve the story. We could never misspeak your heroism. We are not deserving of such reverence, but we are grateful all the same. You can certainly can be certain that we have our own tales to tell, great guardians of Raktika or Rafiki and the Roan Taranka. All right, that's why history is strange. All right, so kind of what I'm getting the feeling for is that this is kind of like indicating that there is a almost like with them being there at the first. Maybe because if you remember when we were dealing with Emmett, at one point he was like, you remind me so much of him. Now granted, if it was a Vi or V, then I'm pretty sure all the V's are female. So, and it sounds like when they were talking about her, it was as a female. I wonder if there were a group of us, perhaps as like warriors of light at that time, who initially summoned Hydaelyn to combat Zodiark. You know, I really think that would be the most reasonable explanation if we're looking at this, because it's of course apparent that there was some type of warrior of light to counteract Emmett and the Askians. Those are the ones who summoned Hydaelyn there in the first biggest primals. There's men, but they take the male children and raise them after puberty. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Monday stream maintenance is on Tuesday morning. Yeah, I'm good. Until group puberty. So again, I don't think that it's too far-fetched to say that there is some kind of, like, we'll say, like, that very well could be the, what's her name? Tiana's tomb. We're gonna go with it because that's how I'm gonna internalize it. It's not too far-fetched to say that was her tomb, but Tiana, it's Tiana to me. Tiana Una. But I guess that also kind of explains, like, even though we were able to experience it at Amarat, like, perhaps we haven't been able to, we've only ever heard the stories as they've been passed through, you know? And maybe that'll have some play into it, because we're only telling the story of, like, even like the Warrior of Light, Ardbert, who just came by. Maybe that's how we're gonna get back, because we're pretty sure that that's Elidibus. Maybe that's how we're going to like discredit him and be like, that man's an imposter because he gets details wrong because he wasn't there through Ardbert's life, you know? I don't know. Have a good night. Have a good night, Ryan. Yep, I'm not too far behind. I think I'm gonna call it here. We are, I would say about like halfway through, maybe a little bit more, 5.2. We'll finish it up on Monday. Monday stream is a go, because the maintenance isn't until Tuesday night at like, or Tuesday morning at like 1 a.m. my time or something. So I'm gonna be well done by that. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's been fun. Look at the DM. Oh yeah, Galactic wanted me to share the DM. Hold on. So this is all the things that I have to do before I can even touch Endwalker. I have to do the Monster Hunter crossover trial. I have one optional Stormblood dungeon that I haven't done. Bojda Southern Front. Eden 8-man raid. I have Your High Dark Apocalypse Alliance raid. I have the Sorrow of Werlit trial side story. The Extreme Trial number 6. One more optional Shadowbringers dungeons. All the role quests and all the completion of the said role quests. I have a lot of content to do. I'm just saying, I have a lot going on. So yeah, we're gonna work on it. We're gonna make progress. Yorha. He's making me do all the things that are important, which I appreciate. Like, I sometimes just need a guiding hand, and he's happy to provide. I do want to shout out to all of you wonderful folks who are sitting here watching on this journey. Hope you guys are having fun. Hope you guys had a good night. Maybe I'll put some good memes together for Monday. Glory to mankind. I do want to give a quick shout out to all the members of the channel, all the people who are helping me along this journey to become a full-time content creator. I thank you. A shout out tonight specifically for Qatar as well as Blue Kitsune for gifting memberships, Hagu as well as for joining the membership, Blue with a couple of gifted donations, Nicola being here for a year, and Qatar paying that puppy tax, as well as Shadow the Ace with the Robin Hood. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys. Listen, get some good sleep, get some good coffee, have a great weekend, get some sun if you guys got it. I really hope that you guys have a good weekend. I really do. I'll see you on the other side of it. As always, stay caffeinated, folks.